Perfect, that's a wrap.
Hello my darlings, and welcome to my monthly wrap-up for the month of February. As usual, I will begin by telling you the stats, move on to my one-sentence reviews for all the books I've read, and then finish off with my TBR for the next month. So let's start with the statistics. I read 33 books, which was 8,113 pages. So I was approximately reading 290 pages per day. My average for the month was a 2.9. Yeah. That's not great. It means I did not enjoy the majority of the books I read, and I plan to hopefully change that in March. That was a bummer, but what can you do? Move on. Genres, read from all genres, top 3 being fantasy, classic, and horror. I had one 5-star don't bitch. Sorry, she likes to sometimes jump into my jewelry and perfume shelf and knock them on the floor. Okay, so I had 9 new releases this month that I read. Format-wise, 4 were physical, 12 were ebook, and 17 were audio. It's a lot of audiobooks. That is because I did get approved for a lot of audio ARCs or ALCs on NetGalley rather than the physical. I'll take what I can get, guys. 23 were borrowed from the library, 2 I purchased myself, 7 were ARCs from NetGalley, and 1 was sent to me by the author. Publishing-wise, 54.5% were indie published, independent presses, and 45.5% were traditional. My favorite cover of this month was Acts of Service. The cover artist is Holly Ovenden. The best audiobook, and it was hard because there was a lot of them, but actually it wasn't that hard because The Little Book of Miriam by Miriam Margolyes was my favorite. She's just a great audiobook narrator. She tells the story well. She has a range of voices. She's very entertaining to listen to. Let's get on to my one-sentence reviews. The Book of Hope, A Survival Guide for an Endangered Planet by Jane Goodall and Douglas Abrams. More about Douglas than it was about Jane. Cinder House by Freya Marsk. Cinderella. Homicide Edition. The White Book by Han Kang. A memoir where the colour white does all the talking. Hold on. Guys, I included the books from this vlog in January's wrap-up, even though they're being published in February. So you have heard me mention my reviews. You did not see the books though. That is my bad. I apologize. What an error to make. So yes, these next 4. Fahrenheit 451 by Ray Bradbury. Ignorance is bliss until someone hands you a book. I accidentally included in my January. I did not read 33 books in January. That was a mistake. I included February's books. Oh boy. Oh well, it's not the end of the world. The Seep by Chana Porter. Utopia is great until it isn't. A Guide to Being Born by Ramona Alcibel. Forget your almonds. Your 8-year-old's breast buds are the new low-calorie snack. Burnt Sugar by Kirsten McDermott. Support small businesses, even if they're funded by spit gems. The Scourge Between Stars by Ness Brown. Captain on Deck. Creatures on Deck. Captain regrets being on deck. Acts of Service by Lillian Fishman. White bread polyamory that will make you ask, him, Anything Resembling Love by S. Kui-Yi Lu. Trauma, but make it multi-legged. The House of Madeleine by Elaine Craft. You can't leave the house until it abuses you while you confront your trauma. The Hierarchies by Ross Anderson. Programmed consent.exe has stopped responding. Mother Eating by Jess Hageman. The only thing I liked was the cover. Dracula by Bram Stoker. Victorian Bromances, Anemic Girls and Garlic Garlands. The Little Book of Miriam by Miriam Margolyes. No filter, no apologies, so many hand jobs. Back to back. It's a Mood, Your Home, Your Vibe by Cara Woodhouse. It's a vibe. Critical Role, The Mighty Nine Oranges, Mollymauk Tea Leaf by Jodie Hauser. When you don't know who you are, be a dazzling bi-bitch carny. Major crush on Molly. I'd let him sling my cards anytime. If an Egyptian Cannot Speak English by Noor Naga. Oh look, another toxic male abuser. Critical Role, The Mighty Nine Origins by Jester Lavore by Sam Maggs. It's not vandalism if a god told you to. Love Jester, but this didn't showcase her dirty mouth. Tea and Alchemy by Sharon Lynn Fisher. Tea Leaves Don't Lie. Critical Role, The Mighty Nine Origins Beauregard Lionette by May Cat. Raised Rich, Chose Violence. Critical Role, The Mighty Nine Origins Yasha Nidoran by Cecile Castellucci. That's one big hot sexy bitch. Critical role, The Mighty Nine Origins, Caleb Widogast by Jodie Hauser. Wizard School, But Make It War Crimes. American Elsewhere by Robert Jackson Bennett. Home Sweet Home, now with 80% more metaphysics. Godfall by Van Jensen. Welcome to Nebraska. Please don't touch the God corpse. Domcom by Adriana Anders. Sweet Subby, no thank you, sir. Hemlock by Melissa Falaveno. Generational Trauma, Soaked in Beer. How I Killed the Universal Man by Thomas Kendall. You don't take the drug takes you. I Know a Place, Rest Stop and Other Dark Detours by Nat Cassidy. The exit is clearly marked. Good luck reaching it. Small Gods by Terry Pratchett. Gods are only as big as their fan base. The Salt Bind by Rebecca Ferrier. All You Need is a Bone-Handled Knife. How to Lose a Goblin in 10 Days by Jessie Silber. Forced Proximity, but Make It Goblin Core. Weird Fucks by Lynn Tillman. Pass the Lube, because this book was dry as fuck. Those were all of the book reviews, and now let me shuffle and get a TBR up. Okay guys, I'm out of time. I'm actually going out. I've shuffled the cards, but I'm going to have to come back and do them later, so you'll see me later. Okay, I am back. This is the most chaotic wrap-up I've ever done. It's many hours later. One second, I've got cat hair on my eyelash. I had a POTS episode, and so my hearing went out, but it's kind of returned now, so I'm just going to roll with it, but I can't hear myself still, so I'm trying to modulate my volume, but I don't know how I'm going with that. Okay, so I'm pretty sure I got all of the reviews, fingers crossed. Now we're on to the TBR. So I pulled the Queen of Pentacles, and the prompt for this, one second, don't lick your asshole, please. The prompt for this is read a short story collection. There was only one option on my TBR that fit this prompt, and it was Seasons of Glass and Iron by Amal Al-Motar. So it says, this is a glimpse into gleaming worlds and fairy tales with teeth. These stories are told in letters, diary entries, reference materials, folk tales, and lyrical prose. So it's gotten multiple formatting. What do you call that? Is it formatting? Okay, I'm not even going to try to recall. I'm done mentally. Then I pulled the Knight of Swords, and the prompt for this was, starts with the letter of the month. We're in March. This is March. And the letter of that month is M. And I had, once again, one option on my TBR of hundreds of books. I guess M is not a popular letter. So the book is Medlock by S.G. Hartnell. It's set in 1978, and you have a dutiful housekeeper, Mrs. Medlock, who is at Marwood Manor. And for over the last 20 years, she has kept the family's secrets, but she has secrets of her own. And then a distant relative rocks up and begins to explore the manor, and the secrets are no longer safe, and there's deadly consequences for them all. Sorry, the house is also very hot because there's been no aircon while I've been gone. I then pulled the Devil card, and this is read the book that has the lowest rating. And I was like, oh, what's that going to be? Once again, I picked prompts where there was literally one option for them. Why are you licking your butt now, Sylvie? What's going on right now? So the book that was rated the lowest on my TBR, I had to exclude the Get Real Weird With It books. So out of the regular books, it was Something Wicked by Fallon Ballard. It currently has a 3.21. I love the cover of this. I think it's a beautiful cover. And this is a Macbeth / Moulin Rouge romantasy. It's a hypnotic saga of sex, love, and murder. And it says, Callum and Kate search for ways to bear themselves to each other and discover a darker force building within La Puissance, one that might ruin the future of Avon for good. They have to sacrifice everything they have, even if it requires betraying each other. I'm having trouble talking. And the final card that I pulled for the TBR is the Page of Swords. This one I had a lot more options. The prompt was pick a sci-fi book. And the book that I picked is Point B by Drew Magari. This is about one clever young woman who is seeking both love and vengeance, but hardly ready for the two missions to intersect. So this is hopping all over the world and all points beyond. We will be plunged into a borderless, chaotic, oddly miraculous world ruled by a single bloodless corporation and a family determined to keep that way. But they never expected Anna Huff. And Anna Huff never expected love to make her this daring. So it's a bit of an ambiguous synopsis, but that is what I'm choosing. So apologies for the absolute schmozzle circus of a wrap up. This did not go to plan whatsoever. I can't believe that I included February's books in January's wrap up. That is so bad. I need to get on top of my bookkeeping, quite literally. Hopefully that doesn't happen again. Hopefully I remembered all the books that were in February. We shall see. But let me know now. I struggle with that. Just let me know in the comments what your favorite book of February was. And if you don't know what to leave me a purple heart emoji since I'm wearing purple today. And until next time, stay wild, Star Child.
That's a wrap, everybody.